Hello students! It's time to study English. In this video, you will learn how to use the past simple tense. This is one of the most important tenses of English. Why? Because we use this tense so often. So for example, you tell someone what you did yesterday or what happened in the world 500 years ago. So whatever you're trying to describe that happened before, now you can use the past simple tense. Past simple tense. We have two types of verbs, the regular and the irregular verbs. Regular verbs, ed for all persons. Example, play, played. Work, worked. Stay, stayed. Listen, listened. For spelling, we double the consonant if the consonant is stressed. Example, stop, stopped. Swap, swapped. Add only D when the verb ends with E. Example, love, loved. Save, saved. Verbs ending in Y preceded by a consonant, change Y to I, then add ed. Example, hurry, he hurried. Play, played. The irregular verbs form. The form changes from infinitives, usually with a vowel change, can be grouped according to certain change patterns, which helps to memorize them. Certain change patterns: speak, spoke, eat, ate, see, saw, fly, flew, think, thought. Verb to be: I, he, she, it. I was, he was, she was, it was. You were, we were, they were. For past simple tense, we use for actions that started and finished in the past. I went to the beach last Sunday. I bought a new car yesterday. Actions that happened one after the other in the past. He came in, took off his coat, and sat down. I went into the disco and I saw my favorite girl. Then I asked her to dance. For negative sentences, did not plus verb for the base form. For example, I did not work yesterday, or I didn't work yesterday. More examples: I didn't go on holiday last year. I didn't went on holiday last year. The correct one, we say, I didn't go on holiday last year. For negative sentences, was, were, plus not. I was not at school yesterday afternoon, or I wasn't at school yesterday afternoon. They were not at home last weekend, or they weren't at home last weekend. For yes or no questions, did plus subject plus main verb plus rest of the sentences. Did you work yesterday? Yes, I did. No, I didn't. For yes or no questions, verb to be, was, and where plus subject plus rest of the sentence. Example, were you at home last weekend? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Remember, positive sentences: I played football yesterday. I went home early on Saturday. For negative sentences, I didn't play football yesterday. I didn't go home early on Saturday. For yes or no questions, did you play football yesterday? Did you go home early on Saturday? For remember, verb to be, positive sentences, I was in London last year. For negative, they weren't at home last weekend. For yes or no questions, were you ill yesterday? Okay, for another example, I want you to watch this video.
ESL Library. Simple past. What are verb tenses? Verb tenses show the time that an action takes place. The simple past is a verb tense. We use the simple past tense for finished past actions. For example, I watched a movie yesterday. I ate dinner 2 hours ago. I was busy last week. With regular verbs, we use the verb plus ed to form the simple past. The verb form is the same for all subjects. For example, the simple past of the verb watch is watched. I walked my dog yesterday. She played the guitar at my party last month. The students studied last night. With irregular verbs, the verb changes into a different form. We do not use ed. Here are some examples of irregular verbs. Listen and repeat. Do, did. Drink, drank. Eat, ate. Go, went. Have, had. Run, ran. Say, said. Sing, sang. Sleep, slept. Write, wrote. The verb form is the same for all subjects. For example, the simple past form of the verb eat is ate. You went to Paris 2 years ago. My dog slept on my bed last night. We drank coffee yesterday morning. Be is the only simple past verb that changes forms for different subjects. The two simple past forms of the verb be are was and were. I was cold yesterday afternoon. My dog was hungry. My new shoes were expensive. Look at the picture and say or write a simple past sentence. For example, they ate pizza last night. Now you try. Thanks for watching.
For more practice, I want you to answer this activity. Fill in the blanks with correct answers. Okay, that's all for today. See you in our next video.